9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Dug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
People, we got Navy Boy in the background. What's poppin', my people? How y'all doing? What's today? Is it Monday? Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, y'all. Okay, so this is the pop-up show. I normally say happy Monday, but y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, Lady Miz, and today I have my lovely daughter, Soraya Alexis, on the scene. Yes, and Navy Boy Double R is behind the scenes today, but I just want to let y'all know this is from the ground up. There's only one way to go from here. Y'all already know what it is, and we got a lot to talk about, y'all. This is triple B's, right? Triple B's. We talking about the Bonnets. Yes, the Bonnets. We talking about Bill Cosby, and we talking about the BET Awards, honey. Mm-hmm. Okay, but listen, before we do that, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Soraya Alexis, and let people know what you do.
Yes, so my name is Soraya Alexis. I am a YouTuber or content creator, what I like to call it. I don't really like the word YouTuber, influencer. But I make videos on YouTube. I also have my Instagram, Effortlessly Radiant, all one word, effortlessly.radiant.
Okay.
I'm also a petite model, and I sing sometimes when I want to.
Yeah, when she feel like it, big up.
Hey. Yeah. So you can find me on my Instagram. Everything is in my link. In my bio.
All right. So let's give it up. Make sure you guys follow Soraya Alexis. She kind of do a lot, and she does social media too. So y'all want to check that out.
I didn't know if I wanted to say all that
because she don't really want to do it, but she has managed mine.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Yeah, social media marketing. I just released Lightroom presets. If you want to check those out, it's basically a filter that I use on my Instagram. A lot of people ask me how I edit, so I just made that. And I just sold that on Etsy. And I'm also looking to get clients for consulting, YouTube consulting. Anybody wanting to start their YouTube channel, need help with how to start, everything like that. So let me know.
Let her know. Hit her up. She do her thing. Big shout out to King Charlie Prince. I see y'all on the chicken. Yeah. Big shout out to Mom. She said hi, Soraya. Hi. Big shout out to Cousin G. What's good, fam? I see you. That's what I see so far. Make sure you guys share this live right now. So go to the screen, hit that share button right now, because today we having a great topic, okay? A lot of things that we need to address. I don't know if we're going to agree on certain things though. Okay, because we got different opinions, which is okay. Because we're different generations, but we're going to talk about it. Before we get into it, let me first say big shout out to my husband, Double R Ray, who's behind the scenes today. Big shout out to him. Happy birthday to him. He just celebrated his 50th birthday. Yay! Give it up for Double R. That's right. Absolutely. And another thing, I got a few other announcements that I want to make. I got a joint coming out on DJC Radio Global. It's called Wavy. So make sure that y'all look out for that. Tomorrow, we will be going live from DJC Radio Global. So make sure y'all go check that out. Wavy on DJC Radio Global Records. It's coming out with your girl, Lady Miz. That's right, y'all. Dropping the bomb on the baby. Y'all already know. Yes. And we cannot forget the fact that we are still in the process of working on a compilation. Okay, we got a compilation with myself as Lady Miz presents. The joint is called Family Business. It's me, Double R, Nasir, Soraya, Alexis, Ian95, Cash on Abel, Mason, Uncle Jay. Did I forget anybody?
Poppy Fortune.
And Poppy Fortune, baby. That's right. Yep. Listen, it's going to be so dope because there's so many different artists with different styles and flavors in different generations. So you're going to get it all. You're going to get it all. So make sure y'all look out for that. That's called Family Business. And Family got my mixtape called The Mixtape coming out soon. So make sure y'all look out for that. And I want to shout out my boy Cash on Abel. We're going to be interviewing him on From the Ground Up Productions. He got his joint coming out halftime. Make sure y'all look out for that. And he's also a part of the compilation. That interview is going to be dope because Cash he's like one of my favorites. He's one of my favorite artists. He's very young, intelligent. His music is fire, y'all. So look out for that. Last but not least, we want to send our prayers to Biz Markie. He's in hospice right now, and we really are hoping that he pulled through. So we talking positive, and we really just hope that he makes it through what he's going through right now. So, all right. Did I finish all my shout outs? Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about first wearing the bonnets. Let's address that first. If you want, you can give your. Okay, so listen, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Monique had she did a post and she addressed women, specifically Black women, who are constantly out here wearing bonnets and slippers like it's fashion. She had an issue with that. Matter of fact, before we get into it, let's play a small clip of what Monique had to say.
So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like what the fuck, Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen. Well, can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community. Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you going to be treated? So, when I say, hey, queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to.
Woo! Well, okay.
Wow, she was so calm.
She's so calm. Too, like, listen,
can't even be mad.
Let me, before I get into it, I want to know, what is your take on that, Soraya? I know you obviously my daughter from a whole generation, right? So tell me, what do you, when you hear what she has to say, do you understand where she's coming from, and do you agree or disagree?
I'm just always I like to see both sides type of person. So I always hear I'm listening to what she's saying, and I agree to a certain extent. But then it's like I also have that other side. Like sometimes you have those off days. Like not every day you can walk out looking cute. You know what I'm saying? Not every day you can walk out looking cute. So I mean, the airport, I understand people sleeping on the airport. They got their bonnet on. They don't want to mess up their hair. Who are they trying to impress in the airport? So there's always both sides. I feel like if you're going out, you want to look presentable, then, take off your bonnet, make yourself look good. But other than that, like, I feel like we got to stop over analyzing every little thing that Black people do.
Okay, so y'all heard it here from Soraya. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can hear them horns. They sound low as hell to me.
Can you hear me? Because I know I talk low.
Listen, let me give my take on it. Because, you know, I got a lot to say. Y'all know, okay? Now, I can understand because I get where she coming from. Let's just say that. I totally understand where she's coming from. And it has nothing to do with, all right, if we comfortable. You don't have to always walk outside your door trying to look like a supermodel. I get it. You understand? Mm-hmm. But there is a point where you have to take pride in how you look, when you walk out that door. You can't be like, oh, so I think that your generation takes I'm just saying takes things too far when it comes to we're gonna show them, and you're trying to prove a point, but the whole thing is at the end of the day you still have to represent. Like, do you think that that's common? A friend of mine said, you only see black girls walk around like that. What is happening to us as women and us as black women that y'all want to walk outside with those bonnets on your head and slippers like that's if you go into the mailbox? One thing. She brought up Walmart. I think you can wear anything in Walmart. Yeah, I'm like, Walmart is hood.
You can wear anything. That's what Walmart's for. The bonnet's for Walmart.
Walmart is hood.
At Walmart, like.
Yes.
I understand that.
Hey, Sharon. Cuz, love you so much. You know our prayers are with you, cuz. Please be strong. Rest in peace to your baby boy. We love you. We are here for you, girl. Okay. So I just want to shout you out. Shout out my cousin. She lost her son to gun violence, and this is very difficult, extremely difficult. And listen, we just want to give you our support and love and let you know that we are here, even though we at a distance. I know you far away and stuff like that, but we are here for you, and you always welcome here, hun. Okay, please. Big shout out to Karen on the check-in. I see you, mama. So listen, back to the bonnets. We're going to talk about the bonnets, okay? Is wearing a bonnet or saying that you shouldn't be wearing a bonnet considered anti-black? Because some females were like, okay, you're going to put us in a position where we're going to be judged even more because we already couldn't wear our hair a certain way. Dreads was an issue. Certain black type of hairstyles was considered to be an issue. So now some people are saying we put the bonnets on to protect our hair, to protect our edges and stuff like that. But isn't that made to go to bed in, to sleep in? When did it become what do you call it? A fashion statement. Now, people could do what they want, but at the end of the day, it's like wearing pajamas outside, which some people do. Why are you out? Like, what's going on? What do you think about that? Do you think it's going to cause an issue with us being prejudged when it comes to our hair?
Again, like I said, I feel like black people always, and people in general, they try to find something else to complain about that black people do, and this is one of those things. I feel like. Now going outside in pajamas, I understand that. I feel like for me, if I see somebody in a bonnet, I really don't. I don't care. That's them. That's what they want to do. Okay. For me personally, I'm not going to go out in a bonnet just because I don't really like how it looks for me.
Okay. Yeah. Have you went outside in a bonnet before?
Yes, but I had it covered with a scarf on top. So I had the bonnet underneath. Like, let's say I'm doing a deep conditioner. Okay. I have the bonnet on and then I'll put a headscarf over it.
Okay, because some women have said, well, listen, we wear head wraps, so why judge us on that? But there is a difference between a head wrap and a bonnet. And not for nothing, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever went outside in a bonnet. Like, I just wouldn't do that. In my mind, I know to take that off. Oh, I have been outside in curlers. Somebody said a girl. Wait, who said that? Somebody said curlers.
Somebody said the curlers.
Oh my God! Listen, Karen said. Hold on, I'm gonna get to you. Yeah. Karen said back in the 60s and 70s, most women went to the grocery store. Oh, in curlers. Okay. Listen, I was one time when I was driving my Benz. It was a convertible Benz, and I had just got my hair done, right? And I was living. I had moved to Middletown, but I used to go back to Haverstraw to get my hair done, and it was in curlers. So I had the top down and everything. So I didn't care because I was on the go. But this white guy pulls up beside me. It was so freaking funny. On the motorcycle, he looked at me and he was like, because I was also on the phone. He said, on the phone in curlers.
We was all like, oh.
He was like, there's this black girl on the phone in curlers. So I guess I was violating twice. I don't know.
I don't know why it bothered him, but
it pissed him the hell off, y'all. Oh my God. So if a man goes out in a do-rag, does that mean that they're thugs? Oh, well, no. It doesn't, but I mean, that's a good point that you brought up.
Because the do-rag, that's for them when they go to sleep too, right?
But it's also to create waves. It's also to create waves. I mean, I guess that's been more acceptable. So that's really a good point, because if guys can do it, why can't girls? But I guess us as women, you know, we want to look a certain type of way.
Guys do too. They should look presentable too.
I mean, you know what? Got me that question got me rethinking, but I'm still not stepping outside in no bonnet. I don't care what nobody say. I'm still not stepping outside in no bonnet. But I will say this.
Okay.
It might be an old school way of thinking. Okay, I will admit to that, because I do believe that dressing presentable is extremely important. Like you don't show up at a job. You know when you're supposed to dress. When you go into church, if somebody's dressed inappropriately, you would know that. You know the difference. If you're going to school, if you're going to talk to your kid's teacher versus if you're going to the club, right? There is specific outfits for certain things. If you're going to work out, you're not going to work out in dressy clothes. You're going to put on the type of clothes that's comfortable for you to be able to do what you're doing. And I use that as another example, because now it's going to make you say, that makes sense, right? So what does the bonnet do besides help you, you know, at night and put it on your head?
Say it's, you know, fashion. Fashion is everything. You see, fashion is anything you want it to be at this point.
Okay. All right. I can understand that.
With like Kanye's line, like he could put out anything, anybody will wear it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's
a bonnet right now, and then that's gonna be on the fashion shows. That's gonna be on the runway.
It is with and you're right, because remember what I said to you? I forgot what I said, but I was like, wearing holes in their clothes and this and that. You can't be outside like that, and you was like, that's the whole Kanye West.
That's literally his whole line.
That's his whole clothing line, right?
Shoes, everything.
We wear ripped jeans, but there's a limit to that shit, though. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. It is. It is.
Cutouts now everywhere.
Yeah, but your butt shouldn't be out.
That's what they have, though.
Well, I mean, why are people totally comfortable with their butt completely out? And don't worry, we're going to talk about that. So at the end of the day, yes, we understand when it comes to the hair, when it comes to certain things. And it's not about judging, in my opinion. I think it is about being presentable when you step outside. And why is it that it's just a certain group of people? And I'm going to go back to black girls who's out there like that, thinking that that's comfortable.
Okay.
But I can understand it can come off a little judgmental. But as she said, we have to stop getting offended with every single thing, as if we can't say, yo, baby girl, you know, how you doing? Like that's not, don't look right. You understand? But people get upset because they don't want you to tell them nothing. This is the time that we are living in today. People don't want you to say nothing to them. I get it. It's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. Live how you going to live, or whatever.
I don't mind my business.
But at the same time, we still got to care about us, how we present ourselves, how we look when we out there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Read that comment.
Me?
Yeah.
Says Aaron don't like anyone coming in the house with a do-rag. He really gets upset. I think it has to do something. I think it has something to do with gang members.
Yes. Big shout out to Mom, Gloria, Mom. That's right. And you know what? He might be connecting that do-rag to gang members for whatever reason, but
his own personal experience that he went through.
Right, but it's just like when back in the day, this is going back to morals. Men were supposed to take their hats off when they walk in the house too. Aaron used to also complain about that, which is understandable, right? You come in a house, you take your head off. It's certain, and this is why we honestly, I get the freedom and okay, everyone don't want to go to the old school way, but at some point, when you start changing too much, you start losing morals. And this is why we got the problem that we have today. We are losing a lot of morals when it comes to us as a people and family structure, which we will discuss in a hot minute. All right. Let's before we get into Bill Cosby and the BET Awards, we are going to get into some of our sponsors. I want y'all to check these people out. Make sure y'all follow them, support their businesses and all of that. So we are going to first start with N1DP. Let's get it.
One draft pick, and I approve this message.
N1DP, the hottest athletic wear, but it's not just for athletes. It's for anybody who's dope and got swag. It's not just for the fellas. Ladies, get your sexy on, be comfortable and cute. N1DP is keeping the kids fly since day one. Go to their website and get everything you need from N1DP.com.
Number one draft pick. We in the building.
Yes. Make sure y'all go check that out. Dope athletic wear. But like I said, y'all hear me on there. It's not just for athletes. You know what I'm saying? It's for anybody who's dope and got swag, baby. And y'all already know what it is because I got my joint right here, baby. That's right. N1DP. Y'all see what it is? Boom. They got everything though. Everything. So guys, make sure y'all go check that out. Check out their website, which is on there. We're going to put it at the bottom of the screen. Y'all going to see that. So check N1DP out. Big shout out to Al Mosley. Get well soon, brother. Big shout out to Hardy Slice. I see y'all. Y'all out there doing your thing. And since I mentioned that, let's go ahead and get into this next joint that they doing. And this is the 80s reunion, baby. Let's go.
5G Entertainment presents the Springfield Park 80s reunion with T-Ski Valley, Spoonie G, Mikey D, the Clientele Brothers, Diamond V, the Albino Twins, Brother Carter, the Rockaway Twins, Lady Miz and Ray from the Ground Up Productions, Sedan the God of Sound, Sunshine, Yak Attack, King Charlie Prince, the Black Tarzan, Disco Twins and DJ Small, Infinity Machine, Harvey Divine the Great. That's right, it's going down July 17th from 12 noon to 8 p.m. at 145th and 147th Ave, Springfield Boulevard, Queens, New York. Y'all don't want to miss this event. It's about to go down.
Yeah. Y'all already know. And guess who's going to be there? Your girl, Lady Miz and Double R. From the ground up, we're going to be there doing our thing, interviewing the artists and all of that. And I got to mention, Poppy Fortune is jumping on that too. So he's going to be performing also. Big shout out to Poppy Fortune. Let's get it. Yeah, so listen, make sure y'all come through. It's going to be out there in the park. It's always so dope. And I got to tell you, like, I absolutely love them brothers out there because they always show nothing but love. Ever since I met them, it's been nothing but love out there. So big shout out to them. They always supportive and they always giving the platform for artists to come do their thing. Shout out to 5G Entertainment. Big shout out to Al Mosley. Big shout out to Hardy Slice and everybody out there doing their thing. So make sure y'all come through. Y'all gonna see me there. Next we got Logo Ika. Let's get into that.
Loga Ika is a computer graphic design center for animation used for social media, websites, music videos, and also private graphic design for book covers, logos, and many more design services to assist enhancing the client's brand. You can find Loga Ika on Instagram at LOGOIKA.GFX.
Yes, another dope He does it all. He does websites. He does logos. Y'all see his painting. He does animations. If y'all go to my website, ladymiz.com, y'all gonna see he did all of that. Okay. Everything is custom made specifically for you and your brand. Okay. He does book covers, you name it, he do it. This brother is extremely talented. So if there's anybody out there that is looking to get something done and you want to enhance your brand and make sure that you look professional, make sure y'all hit him up. Okay. Last but not least, I want to shout out JD Cargo Express. So let's get into that.
If you are looking for new or used items such as furniture, clothing, appliances, and so much more, then you want to check out JD Cargo Express Thrift Store on 39 North Main Street in Middletown, New York. They are open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They also accept donations, which you can drop off at any time during business hours. If you want to check out some nice, new, or lightly used items, such as name brand clothing and other things, then head over to JD Cargo Express Thrift Shop on 39 North Main Street, Middletown, New York. That's JD Cargo Express Thrift Shop on 39 North Street, Middletown, New York, and tell them you heard it here on From the Ground Up Productions.
Yes. Make sure y'all go check that out. She does everything. Also, she donates and give back. She sent a lot of stuff off to the Dominican Republic and other places. If people are in need and they come to her shop, sometimes she just give them stuff. So she has a beautiful heart. If y'all want to donate things, y'all could go to her spot as well. And we're going to be putting that on the bottom of the screen for you guys to see. So big shout out to all of our sponsors and those who are out there doing their thing. Much love to y'all. All right, let's get back to it. Now we about to talk about Bill Cosby real quick. Okay.
Say free Bill.
Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, okay? I'm happy that he out. I'm sorry. I know it's some people that probably feel like, oh, how could you say that as a woman? He did this, he did that. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I find to be weird.
I just see I don't know if I'm a softie. I try to see the good in everybody. I felt bad for him. Like, I kind of felt bad for him that they did that.
Well,
he didn't have a free trial. Not a free trial, a fair trial.
A fair trial. Obviously, he didn't. Why? Because they freed him.
They just let him go.
They let him out. See, this is why I tell y'all that I believe there's always an agenda. There's always an agenda, because you're not just going to let this man out if he really did those crimes and let him just go free out of the blue, right? There is an agenda, and in my opinion, that agenda was to destroy his legacy and take away his wealth. Okay? That's what I feel.
But everybody else that was on the show.
Right.
Too, because if they stop playing it, all of them lose money.
They sure do. I think they put it back on because I have seen it, because I seen a different world. Big shout out to them shows. We need those shows. We need those shows, especially for our culture, because we're going to talk about these BET Awards in a hot minute. But I'll talk about that. You can plead the fifth if you want to, but I'm addressing it. Okay. Should have never went in. You know what, Al Mosley, I agree with you. I don't think that he should have went in. And if he should have went in, Charlie Sheen and all the rest of them, they all should have been locked up too. Yep. But they got advances, they got more money, and their show was still there. To me, no. The whole point of what they was going to do was to destroy his legacy. And for me,
they did, though.
It's all a part of the agenda that they are constantly pushing, even when it comes to hip hop. All right. Even when it comes to hip hop. So at the end of the day, all I have to say is glad that Bill is home. Doesn't mean that I'm not saying that if there are victims, that they don't mean anything. I did hear that some of these women were lying and came forward. So, but I don't want to ever call a woman a liar.
Right.
You understand? But if he did it, he should pay for it. But at the same time, I just look at it like, are y'all really trying to make him pay for that, or was it something else? And to me, if it really was about him paying for it, then y'all wouldn't have let him out. Okay, you got what you wanted. Now you said get out of here. He can't buy whatever he was going to buy, CBS, whatever it was, all that stuff they were talking about. Get my water.
Yeah. The whole situation was weird. The whole situation was weird. How it went down, just random people popping up out of nowhere. And I feel like I seen an interview too where a lady was like, she knew she lied or something. Unless I'm hearing things.
Really?
I don't know yet. I seen something where she was saying that she didn't tell the whole truth or something when she was giving an interview.
Right.
So I don't know. He's out, but it's not said that he's not guilty.
Right. Exactly. So, and that's the thing about this flawed system. You know what I mean? It's like, do y'all really care if you're guilty? It's really not about being guilty. It's about what you can prove and what you can't prove and what you can get away with. So if you got a great lawyer that can talk a good game, then you could walk free. And really,
and like you said, sorry.
No, go ahead.
But like you said too, their motive probably wasn't even to get justice for whatever happened.
Right.
So,
it's freaking crazy. It is freaking crazy. Al Mosley said CBS is the reason he was locked down. Exactly. They know that he wanted to buy that, you know, so it's so much behind all of this that it's freaking crazy. But at the end of the day, all I got to say is look for them shows again. We need those positive shows that have those positive role models like the Cosby Show, like A Different World, like what else was there? Oh my God, The Facts of Life and Different Strokes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? No, she don't know about that. We gotta put her on to that, y'all. We gotta put her on. I'm gonna have to do some black culture shows for y'all because I got the problem on that, but it's not available, but we could find it. All right. Anything else you want to talk about as far as Bill before we get into this BET Awards?
Nope, I feel like we covered it all.
All right, listen, Bill, welcome home, Bill. All right, let's give it up for Bill. So, check this out. Question, y'all. Did you guys see the BET Awards? Put yes in the comments if you've seen the BET Awards. I need to know who watched this. Was I the only one? Because I don't really be checking for it.
To be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing.
I didn't watch the whole thing either.
I didn't really see the whole thing.
Okay, there's some good points and some bad points. Let me know if y'all seen it.
I missed Cardi B's performance. I didn't see that.
That's when I came in on it.
Oh, that's when you came in? Okay,
yes.
I didn't see that one. I gotta watch that.
Yes. Yeah, he is totally blind. I did see that. Okay, so King Charlie Prince, you're the only one that's seen it. Anybody else seen the BET Awards? Anybody else? Anybody else see the BET Awards? Let me tell y'all. First, I'm gonna talk about the good stuff. All right, let's address that. First, congratulations to Cardi B. Right? She's pregnant. Mm-hmm. I was stuck on stupid at first.
Really?
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't know. After I seen her last performance, I was expecting that she was gonna be pregnant.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I still was shocked though. I still was shocked when she came out.
Well, listen, Cardi B pregnant. Big shout out to her. I think she looked great. She did an excellent job. I loved her pictures with her and Offset, the way he was hugging her. I love her picture with her and her daughter. So they look like goddess queens and princess and queens. It was beautiful, beautiful. And I love the DMX tribute that they did. I thought that was super, super dope. So big shout out to that. To them, and most of all, big shout out to Queen Latifah. I thought that
I've seen that part. Yeah,
yes, that was beautiful. That is what represents queens the way they supposed to be represented. Now we are going to get into what the is going on with the BET Awards. I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Let's talk about what is not right. Or, matter of fact, you know what? I shouldn't even approach it like that because I know how people are. Let's talk about what is really called Black culture.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Latifah? Yep. To me, in my opinion, that represents a queen. Not saying, even with Little Kim up there and this and that, it represented something.
It's different. You can tell the difference. I'm not gonna lie. You can tell the difference. You can. And
can we play a little clip? No shot, no disrespect to the baby, because I like the baby. I listen to the baby. But I'm starting to wonder when they put certain things on television, and I hope y'all can see this. We're going to play a small little clip, few seconds, of why is this, when you do this and then you say black culture, is this really black culture? Let's see a clip of that.
Put them legs on the side of your head, okay? Get in the chair. When she throw that ass back, I say, yeah.
Did y'all see that? Every time I seen something like that and they got up and they said, this is black culture. No, it's not. Who is controlling this shit? Who's putting it? Why are y'all trying to make this be acceptable and common to our people? It's embarrassing. I don't give a damn. Y'all could say what you want. You could say I'm getting old fashioned. I'd rather be like that than look like a ratchet hood rat that have no respect for myself and then wondering why nobody else don't respect me either. And then crying out for respect when I can't even respect myself.
Yes.
I'm not trying to hear it. What do you think about this? Because this is, I always go over this. This is your generation of people. I'm
generation of people.
Separating myself.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. It's kind of, I always be conflicted, but when I seen it, I was uncomfortable. I was just like, I wouldn't do it. That's not something I would do.
Okay, but do you think it represents black culture and you think that it's acceptable? Like we're supposed to accept that?
No, I don't think so.
And why not?
Just because it can be seen as disrespectful. Like even, if you want, like you said, somebody to respect you, a guy or whoever to respect you, and you doing all that, it's kind of hard to, you putting yourself out there in a certain type of way and they're going to treat you a certain type of way.
What do y'all think? I mean, did y'all see the clip? Did you see the clip?
But you never know what somebody wants.
Yeah, MC Light needs her flowers too. Oh my God. You know what? You are so right, Al Mosley. Big shout out to Al Mosley. Listen, let me tell you, yes, she does. MC Light was definitely one of my favorites. Everybody knew that because I was like, gotta get a roughneck. Kick a cha-cha-cha from the small D-Rock. I'm the dopest female that you heard thus far. And I do get better. The voice gets better. Nobody gets hurt as long as you let her. What? Everybody knew I was a big MC Light fan. And listen, but it's not just them. It's so many other dope females that paved the way. Yo, Lady of Rage, like the Brat. Like people be forgetting about all these super dope females. Salt and Pepper, you know what I mean? And Spinderella, we can't forget Spin. I ain't never forgetting Spin. All of these ladies were dope. Roxanne Shante, you know what I'm saying? They paved the way for females and the ones that also came before them, Shy Rock and all of them. Like, so, at the end of the day, we definitely got to give our flowers to the ones who paved the way. But at the same time, there is no but we do have to have people who need to show up as leaders. I feel like us as adults, we are compromising our self-respect so that we can feel like we are accepting to what's going on, but it's destroying us in the process and making us look bad. We should not be compromising the way we look.
I seen something on TikTok too. It's this white girl, I don't, whatever. She came out, she said I'm white, whatever. So she was like, oh, I'm twerking. She was twerking or whatever. And somebody was in the comments and was like, oh, you're not black, right? And it's just like, what? Since when is that just, like you said, just black culture?
Well,
for people to act like that, to twerk whatever on camera, people think that that's only things that black girls or black people do.
Okay, but see, and that's the thing. it ain't just white people that think that. Black people think that shit. If you see a white person that says, oh, look at what y'all do, it's because you say this is what we do. You, as a black person, say this is our culture. And then when they say, well, listen, y'all just out here twerking and y'all ain't got no respect, then you turn around and tell the white person, oh, you're being a racist. Are they really being a racist? Or did you put that type of narrative out there? See, the problem is people don't want to take personal responsibility for this shit that's going on. Okay? You are putting an image out there that makes us look bad. And then when they treat us like we bad, then you're wondering why. And then you act in a certain type of way. No, this is not good. The BET Awards, besides the other things, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but what I seen, I was really, it's embarrassing. I don't give a damn. Okay. I don't give a damn. When you stand up for your people, cause you see that they're better than that. And the way that they are representing themselves, like Monique was talking about, that they can do better than that. Then here come all the people that should be leaders. Now they are actually compromising and making an excuse for that ignorant behavior to be acceptable. And when you don't have somebody that makes people take accountability for what they're doing and teach them better, they think it's okay because ain't nobody saying nothing. You can't talk about you an adult and you a leader, but you allowing these kids to walk around here, look and do the things that they do. And then because you want to feel like, oh, I want them to know that I love them for who they are and I accept them. You ain't setting no damn real examples. You're compromising. And then you're wondering why we are where we are today as a people and as a culture. It's a freaking mess. What you got to say to that? It is a mess.
I don't even know what to say after all that. But, I mean, yeah, I agree too. I agree with what you said. It is kind of embarrassing. Like, you don't want to be known for that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Known to look that type of way. So you want to read the thing or?
Yeah, you could go ahead and read it. What Al Mosley say?
He said, is it us that is doing it to us? Because a lot of these artists have creative control now.
Pretty much. I mean, yes, I do agree. And people will support it because that's what's in, no matter what. If this is what everybody's playing, eventually everybody will conform, okay? And that's why they always say the outsiders are the ones that's the real thinkers and stuff like that, because they don't follow what everybody else is doing. And at the end of the day,
their job, the artist's job is to stay relevant. So they're going to do whatever's in.
There you go. To stay relevant. So they will conform to whatever they think is hot.
Not all. But then they'll fall off. Nobody will hear them. The stuff won't get played.
You see that?
So
that's really good points. Really good points. Because then what do you do? If you're so desperate to want to make it, right? And you want to be in the industry, then you got a choice to make.
You have to,
Cardi B said that she wasn't like this before, but she said nobody ain't want to hear when she was talking other stuff. So look, she blew up now. Is it really the artist's fault or is it your fault? Is it our fault? Whose fault is it really? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. So, one big circle. It's coming around. I don't know.
Listen, at the end of the day, when you speak up about stuff like this, you know who becomes the victim? People like me that say, I totally disagree. This is embarrassing. They will attack you for speaking up against it. Ain't that some shit? They will attack you for saying, nah, this is not what it's supposed to be. This is not how we should be representing ourselves. Oh, you sound like a hater. Oh, you sound like this. Oh, you just being like that. And look, and then they'll come up with every excuse as to why it should be acceptable. Damn shame. Okay?
Yep.
We are feeding.
She was saying you'll be remembered as that.
Yes.
Like you do it just for now, just to get popularity, but like that's gonna be your image.
Absolutely.
The media is powerful. Control a lot of things.
That's right. That's right. Good point. Good point, Soraya.
Yeah.
We cannot continue to feed ignorance into our people, culture, society, period. We can't do that. It's not going to help us at all. Okay. And at the end of the day, when they do that, they are trading their soul and their self-respect for a dollar that they're going to spend with somebody else anyway. So is it really worth it? Just to get something. You can't. The power relies in us and we don't realize that. That's the sad part. It really do.
It does. Mm-hmm.
It really do. We don't realize that the power, it really is in us. But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. They will agree to whatever they can. Excuse me. For money.
Mm-hmm.
Get the money and forget why they even started in the first place. And then they become stressed and unhappy in the situation that they're in because they traded their soul for a dollar, point blank.
Yep. Morals, soul, everything.
Yes, yes.
That's true.
So the question that I would have to people out there who thinks that this is okay and acceptable. And when I say this, I'm talking about hair bonnets and slippers. I'm going to add that in there. Be bad. I'm talking about how they represent us on BET and these awards and in the music. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not here blaming no white man. You can't. It's just like watching Love and Hip Hop and saying, oh, they put bad images out. If you don't give them nothing, then they have nothing. You did this to yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
It's their fault too.
No, you got a choice. How you figure is their fault?
Do you have a choice?
You do. You do. Because the choice comes in ownership. It comes in ownership.
It comes in ownership, but then
go ahead.
You have to build up to that. You know? How you gonna start out?
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. It comes back to money. Mm-hmm. It comes back to when you take a group of people and you take everything away from them, and then you take a few people from their area and make them look like they're so rich and make people think they got all this stuff and they really don't have nothing and own much of anything. And then everyone thinks that that is the way out. And the only way that they're going to get to live in the life that they feel that they want and deserve because they have talent is to conform to what they say this is the only people that we're signing right now is the ones who look and sound like this. If you don't look and sound like that, then we're not signing you. So most people, what they do is they conform and they sign to those deals because they want to be able to get the money or get whatever they think that they're going to get so that they could come out of a situation or follow their dream. That is, but problem number one is that they don't even say, well, let me try to create my own. The only reason these places are big and successful is because we watch and support it. If it's just like food, you can't complain about GMOs if you're buying everything with GMOs in it. They're going to keep making it because they're going to say it's a demand for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the same thing. It doesn't change.
That's true.
It doesn't change. So at the end of the day, the change really has to start with us. It has to start with us. It really do. So what my question is, and I don't know if I asked this already, but I'm going to say to people out there, do you think, if you think that this behavior is acceptable, when you talk about my ancestors and being proud of who you are, do you think your ancestors will be proud of what they see and what they died for based off of how you are representing yourself? Since you like to bring up your ancestors, I would like to know. Why is he so quiet over there?
I don't know.
I mean, what do you think?
Of course, I don't think so. They crying right now. So bad.
Listen,
They're definitely not happy.
You can't continue to make excuses to stay ratchet and to be ratchet, okay? We are better than that. We can do better than that. We need people to stand up, speak out. We need leaders. We need people to not conform. We need people to say, you know what? I know y'all not going to like what I have to say, but it's for your own good. If I say, damn, sister, I see something in you that you don't see in yourself. That's why you're carrying yourself that way. You might get mad and think I'm dissing you. You might get mad and think I'm insulting you or throwing shade, but it doesn't mean that. Maybe I just see the gem in you that you have yet to find in that mirror yet. So you can't understand that. So you see it as me saying something bad, but you could do better. Point blank, you could do better. Okay. Mm-hmm. What did Monique say?
Monique spoke out and gave her the business.
Oh, yes, absolutely. She did. Point blank. You know, it is what it is. They
gave her the business. Oh, okay.
They did give her the business. They damn sure did. They gave her the business. And who? Our people.
Mm.
We
always coming at her though. Everything she say.
We are always the first to attack somebody who says we can do better. When they want, we can do better. This is how we do better. And our people continue to fight to stay in a mentally slave, ignorant mentality. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it for what it is. I don't care. I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but the problem is with a lot of people is they don't want you to tell them the truth about who they are because they want to continue to keep doing the same things. We are losing our kids to drugs, to gun violence. Kids don't have no family structure. They don't respect adults or nothing. And at the end of the day, y'all think that it's okay to continue to support those behaviors so we can keep getting these results. The reason that we're getting the results that we're getting is because we're losing our morals. Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
No, I agree. I feel like that's just a whole nother thing with Black Americans specifically. And I always say Black Americans, because there's a difference. Black people, there's so many different cultures in Black. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Black Americans specifically we struggling. It comes from not knowing where we come from, not knowing our history. You know, Black Americans have to find their way and create their own culture, kind of.
In a sense, absolutely.
Like, we know where we come from, but at the same time, that stuff was taken away. It's not like we can go back to Africa and be like, "Oh, this is my family."
Right. I understand.
I feel like it stems from that. Just I don't know.
It is. It's very deep. It's very deep, and it is true. If you talk to someone who is Jamaican, someone who is Haitian, someone who is from Africa for real, right? They can say, this is my country. This is where I come from.
And there's culture, everything.
Yes. That nobody's telling them to go back anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So what?
Yes, they are.
No. If they were in Jamaica and you Jamaican, nobody's going to come to you and say, go back to your country.
Oh, well, yeah.
They know, listen, this is where my ancestors are from, blah, blah, blah. And not to say that to separate, I'm just saying as Black African Americans, there is a difference. Y'all gonna be mad if I say this, but I'm gonna have to tell y'all. When they say Africans come over here and look down on African Americans, I can understand why they do. Is it right? No. But I can understand. They're coming from a place and they know how to build. They know how to work together. They get these shops. They hustle for their dollar. We can't get together for jack. I'm sorry to say this because I know, the law of attraction, but I got to tell you, Africans, all these people can come from other countries and come over here and do well and build. We too busy making fun. Oh, look at all of them in that one shop. Look at all the Mexicans. It's like 10 of them in a car. It's like 30 of them in the house. You know what they doing? They smart. They building. Oh, look at all them Asians. Every group of people that are considered a minority are building, and we are talking about them, making fun of them, can't come together, too busy judging each other and making excuses for ignorance. And then you want to be mad when everybody else and the Jews and everybody is buying stuff up. You have not learned how to come together with your people and build. You only know how to point the finger and be mad at everybody else because they're doing something that you want to do and you just doesn't seem to know how. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but listen, that's how I see it. I can't help what I see.
Right.
It is what it is. How much time we in, Ray? We got 5 more minutes and we're going to get up out of here. So at the end of the day, let me see. A good friend of mine from Jersey has his home in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's another thing too. You know, going to Africa. Like, I've never been to Africa. I want to go to Africa. I want to see what it's like.
Too.
I heard it's beautiful. Beautiful. But if you listen to certain things that they teach you, they only show you horrible parts with the flies on people. That's
all,
not.
When I tell you, when I was in school, that's all we saw. And I'm talking about grade school, like 9th to 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no beautiful pictures of Africa. It was all horrible.
But meanwhile, they get all their resources from there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All our diamonds that we like,
everything
all of this stuff.
like it just went through war. Like, I was like, this can't be. Like,
it is a shame. But
yeah, it was bad.
But I'm going to tell y'all, listen to one thing that I have learned. And I say, I spoke on all of that because we're about to close out. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. Me working on the law of attraction, one of the things that I feel for me that I'm going to start doing, even though I spoke of these things today, I'm not going to focus too much on that. Why? Because it's like saying, I'm anti-war. When you speak the word war, what do you get? More war. Instead of change your language to say I'm pro-peace, right? So that you can bring in more peace. I do think that us as Black people, we tend to focus on, and sometimes we can't help it because it constantly happens to us. A lot of the things that are bad that constantly happen to us, and that's all where our energy go. We do have to learn how to take that energy and place it in a positive place and look for those results there. Because some of the problems that we have is our own faults. And we cannot continue to keep blaming other people for a lot of the stuff that happened. It doesn't mean that racism don't exist. It doesn't mean that there's no 1%. It doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? All of these other things that we didn't get the same, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think right now.
I don't know.
As everybody else, like we're starting way back while everybody else got a hut. Yeah, privilege. Right. I'm not saying that I don't believe that. Of course, I know that stuff is true. You know what I mean? But if I sit here and focus only on that, then that's all that I'm going to see constantly, because that's all I'm going to, what you focus on is what you see. But when you check, that's why sometimes you can't be so quick to shoot down certain people when they say, nah, they don't want to focus on that. You don't know if they're using the law of attraction to just take that focus from everything negative and put it into something positive. Not that you're ignoring what's going on, but you can't keep focusing on the negativity. You have to take that energy and put it in a positive light. You can still deal with that accordingly, but we got to stop focusing on the negative. Point. Period blank. Okay, it is what it is. Do you have any closing statements, Saraya?
I'm bad with closing statements.
Do you have any comments to say to that?
Comments to that. Yeah, I'm all for law of attraction and attracting and good energy. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think, we do tend to focus on the negative a lot because that's all we see most of the time. So
right,
it's hard not to, but yeah, you got to look at both sides and think of a solution sometimes than just the problem all the time.
Okay.
That's all I got to say on that.
All right. Why I say the host muted your mic. So, all right, guys, listen, I just want to close up because I 100% agree. You do have to focus on that. But at the end of the day, I just want to tell y'all the advice that I would give to people is, one, if you are an adult, act like one. Okay? Stop conforming. Stop making excuses for ignorant behavior. You are part of the problem. if you continue to make excuses for things that do not represent us in a good way, then you are part of the problem. Okay? Also, I want to say to people that, of course, our job is to continue to fight for justice, to fight for certain things, to make sure that we good. But we do have to take that energy and refocus it on building and being positive. With me, I personally don't care what color a person is. If they're good and they have a good heart, then that's it. And it's true, because society will make you a racist and prejudiced based off of what you see on TV and what constantly goes on that you're constantly exposed to. So you do start to look at certain people a certain way. Even me, when I see white people, the first assumption is that oh, they must be racist.
I know. That's something I do too.
And that's not
act
good.
a certain way, I'm like, oh, okay, it's racism, whatever.
But it's not always racism.
Know. Yeah, you might not know. And then you meet them and you're like, oh, okay.
They're not yeah, right. So, I mean, listen, honestly, we got to stop doing that. I can't speak for everybody. I'm really just speaking for myself. When I started to work on me, I had to start looking at what I do wrong. And that was one of the things I noticed that I did wrong. I was always looking for, because I'm looking for it. If you're looking for something negative and you think someone's a racist, everything that they do is going to look racist to you. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that people are not racist. I'm just saying, shit, what happens when a black person do the same thing? Yeah, is it racist? Because some of y'all doing the same shit.
But there's this thing where they say black people can't be racist. That's a whole nother.
But that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. I heard that too. I was kind of in between trying to make excuses for
power and all this other stuff. That's a whole nother thing.
Right. No, and which is understandable to a certain extent. To a certain extent. Everything is. Big shout out to Poppy Fortune. That's coming soon. Yes, he's coming with that podcast. We ain't saying that because we don't want nobody to take it. That's it. It's coming up. But yeah, at the end of the day, absolutely. If you start looking for more positive stuff and trying to see that, then you'll start to see it more. If you keep looking for negative and keep looking for something bad in someone, then that's what you're going to see. So when it comes to if somebody says, oh, they constantly killing us, right? Well, we shouldn't be killing us either, but it happens. So at the end of the day, sometimes it's really just the person and the spirit, the individual. Has nothing to do with the color. Society made us look at color. They made us see that. And the only way that we're going to be better, instead of I don't need nobody to agree with me. The only way I'm going to get better is if I work on me. That's it. That's all I can do. I can start working on me to start changing the way I see things and the way that I am. Start understanding and picking up, oh shoot, what I'm doing is judgmental, or I'm doing this, or I might be being prejudiced. Let me shift the way that I think so that I could become a better person, because I might rub off on somebody else, and then that's how you really change. You change by starting with yourself. So anyway, sure. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't, make sure you share this, even if it's ending, because it will reach more people. Y'all know, at the end of the day, y'all know how Facebook is, but we are on YouTube. And if you're not on our my main page, go to From the Ground Up Productions page, like that page. And do not forget that we do have our own network, From the Ground Up Productions TV, on Roku. So if you have a Roku, you can find our channel there. Okay. And anyone that is looking to get their content, their music videos, short films, documentaries, all of that. If you're looking to get that on, you can hit me up and I will send you the information so that you can get that there, get it on there. And this is how we start to build our own, take also the control back. Because if we complain about what we see on TV, then let's create our own so we could put our own narrative out there. We don't always have to keep blaming everybody else. Take control, ownership. That's what it's about. So I'm closing out. Soraya, I want to thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Last minute. This is a pop-up show, but we had to come on here. We are going to be taking. Yes, you're welcome.
First time on here.
No, we did it a long time ago.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yes, so we are going to be taking a mini vacation from the ground up. Y'all know we need a break, so we will be doing that. And then when we done, we will be back with so much more. Make sure y'all check it out. Big shout out to Double R behind the scenes holding it down. Y'all already know what it is. Can't forget my husband. And thank y'all. Make sure y'all share this. What's up, Melinda? All right. King Charlie Pinch, you already know what it is. And guess where I'm about to go?
Sleep? Where you going?
I'm going back to the verses, y'all, because Keep Sweat and Bobby Brown. I said, that's why I said, we going live. I said, ain't nobody even going to be here because they all going to be in the verses. That's where I'm about to go. So y'all can check me back over there because that's where I'll be at the verses, y'all. At the verses, because Keep Sweat. I love Bobby Brown too, but I'm a Keep Sweat girl. I am. There you go, telling me no again. Hey, or how deep is your love? See, you don't know nothing about that. All right, y'all. Okay. I'm out of here. Peace, love. See y'all later.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.